1. Good morning, everybody. Welcome to the Financial Administration Services Committee for November 26th. The voting members of this committee are myself, Councillor Thiessen, and Mayor Clayton. And first off, we need an adoption of the agenda. Councillor Thiessen, would you be willing to do that business?
I sure can. I'll move that we approve the agenda as presented.
Awesome. Any discussion or debate? Not seen any. We'll call that to question.
Councillor Thiessen in favor.
That motion carries, and that will bring us right down to the service area update. Chief Whiteway.
Thank you, Chair Bressie. So brief update from the service area. Financial management staff are preparing the 2024 year-end, meeting with staff across the organization to discuss requirements and schedules. And this week we have our external auditors on site for interim field work. Procurement and supply chain management, you will see some items on the market. That includes cold mix asphalt supply, building remediation for the service center, road rehab phase 1 for 2025, and the Montrose Cultural Center parkade slab remediation. In tax and assessment, currently the team is working at collection of outstanding BIA and mobile home tax. That is completed. And they're working to draft up reminder letters to property owners that have outstanding tax balances. This is done annually. Now, with postal services being paused, we will still have those reminder letters made available, and we'll send out as soon as we can. Alternatively, if we cannot, we will continue to just remind via other communication methods. And finally, within GIS and IT, GIS Day was November 20th. The staff in GIS did host a event that was well attended by some city staff. And what GIS did was make stations available to learn about their technology, how it's used throughout the city, and this is both for internal operations and for public. The IT team is working through the deployment of Windows 11. This does take a few weeks to complete. The IT team helped support the provincial football technology requirements for the broadcast this past weekend at Hanson Field. And finally, there are significant network and core infrastructure upgrades happening right now, and that work will continue over the next month and into the new year. That completes my update.
Excellent. Thank you. Anybody got any questions? Not seeing any, so I'll hand it right back to you to tee up the business improvement area report.
Thank you, Chair Bressie. So annually, this is brought forward to Council for consideration, and I will pass it over to Director Smith.
Smith.
Thank you, Chair Bressie. So before you today, as Chief Whiteway mentioned, is the annual BIA request. So annually, the Downtown Association will submit its budget to the city for council to approve. So two things must occur to move this process along. The first one is that council must set a date to review and approve the budget. And the second is that council must direct administration to notify the businesses within the BIA of the proposed budget. So besides notifying businesses of the proposed budget, administration will also notify the businesses of the Downtown Association's annual general meeting, which will occur February 26, 2025. The Downtown Association's budget remains unchanged, and the BIA tax rate will be determined in April 2025 once the budget has been approved by Council. By committee approving the two recommendations to Council, businesses will be notified and informed of the Downtown Association's budget and inform them of the opportunities for them to address any concerns that they may have. With that, Mr. Chair, that concludes it, and I'll be happy to answer any questions.
Excellent. Thank you. One thing I'm just curious about, it's not a substantive amount, so it really is just out of curiosity, but what's with the budget of $302,500, but the taxation of an extra $7? Or is it just a typo in the report? So in the report under taxation for budget financial implications, it says $302,507.
So the 302,507 has been previous year's budget. This year they've just rounded it back to 302,500.
Gotcha. makes sense. Any other questions or Mayor Clayton?
Thanks, Chair Pressy. More for the public's information, and maybe Mr. Smith, I could get this from the Downtown Association. But do you happen to know the city's contribution in regards to beautification? I know that we supply the watering, etc.
Yeah, off the top of my head, Chair Bressy, I wouldn't have that. I don't know if Ms. Whiteway would. Or...
Okay, thank you.
You want to do the business?
Sure.
Sure.
I would move that committee recommend council review and approve the 2025 business improvement area budget in council chambers on Monday, March 10th, 2025 at 3 p.m. as presented, and direct administration to notify the businesses within BIA of the above date by letter, accompanied by a copy of proposed 2025 BIA budget. And I'm hoping you'll be able to do that soon. Thanks.
Certainly in order. Call that to question. Councillor Bressy's in favor. That motion carries. I don't think we have any other business here, so thank you, Director Smith. We appreciate it. And moving down to our outstanding items list, Chief Whiteway.
Thank you, Chair Bressy. So item 1319, recreation facility user fee jurisdictional scan, was presented to council at budget deliberations and could be marked complete. Otherwise, everything else is on track for the dates presented. Thank you.
Who wants to do this business? Mayor Clayton?
I can do it.
Oh,
Perfect. Go for it.
all right. Councillor Thiessen.
All right. Thanks, Councillor or Chair Bressy. I'd move that the committee approve the outstanding items list as amended.
Not seeing any discussion or debate, so I'll call that to question. That motion carries, and with that, I will call us adjourned. Thank you, everyone.